To start your weaving, you'll have to pick out one color yarn that you like best. Probably go with a skinnier one, not a thick chunky one or a fuzzy one when we're starting in the middle of our loom, because this part is really tight to work with. And you need less at the beginning, but you can choose however much you want. I usually say maybe 1 arm's length and cut it off of there, and then put this back for another kid to use it. And then, if you like, you can use a popsicle stick to kind of get the extra yarn out of your way. This is called a shuttle when you're weaving. Maybe saw it in some of the videos. They had like a big wooden stick they were sticking through. I just do this because I find that extra yarn to be a little bit annoying when I'm trying to weave. Okay? So for the first part, you leave a little tail hanging out because that's what we're going to weave with. And this will unravel as you're going. So it doesn't matter where you start on your loom, and it doesn't matter if you start on an over or under, but that's the pattern you're going to follow. You're going to go over, under, over, under. So I'm going to start under right here, and then I'm going to go to an over on this one, and then I'm going to go, you can just kind of pull it through to see, and then I'm going to go under, over, under, over, under, over this one, under, and I'm almost back to the beginning, over, under. I'm going to hold that tail so it doesn't get lost, under. So now I'm back to where I started, and I can pull this tight, okay? And I can just keep going. In a moment, once we get kind of more woven around, we'll snip that off, but we'll just leave it there for now. So now I'm back to the beginning, and there's an odd number of strings on here, so you don't even need to pay attention. You just keep going with your pattern. So this one was an under, this one is an over now, even though the last time it was an under. And I just keep going around, and this will unravel as I go. One thing you have to make sure is that you're pulling this through each time. Probably at this point this is pretty secure, and I can snip that off. It's not going to go anywhere. Great. All right, so I'm double checking since I stopped. I'm on over, under, under. Keep pulling that through. You don't have to yank it so hard that you are going to break the strings, because that does happen. Over, under, over, under, over, under. Before I go any further, I'm going to pull that tight. Over, under. Now you could switch colors at any point that you want to, but I'm going to just show you. I'm going to finish up because I think I picked out a good amount. If you get sick of a color, you switch, but I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment. See how it's kind of unraveling from this popsicle stick? If you decide you don't like the popsicle stick, you don't have to do it that way. I just find it to be easier. Let's see, I stopped. I'm on an under, over, under. If I get off on one, the whole thing will kind of get off, so you do have to pay attention to it. So I'm almost to the end of my blue. Now, if I was sick of this blue before I got to the end of it, that would be fine. I could cut it and change. But I'm going to go all the way, whoops. All right, maybe I don't need the popsicle stick anymore. Over, under, over, under. Okay, and at this point, if I'm ready to switch colors, I don't want to weave until I have no more of this left. I want to leave a little bit of a tail because I need to tie it to the next one. Okay, so if I'm ready to switch colors here, leave a little bit extra to work with. Now I'm ready to switch to this color, so I'm going to grab this and do like I did before. I'm going to cut some off. Okay, I'm going to put the ball back so that other kids can grab that color if they want to. And now I'm going to show you how to attach this. So I'm going to put these two together like they're one yarn. Okay, and I'm going to make them into a circle. Do you see how I made a circle? And I'm going to put the tails of the circle under and through the hole, like tying a balloon. And I'm holding them both together, and I'm tie that knot. Okay, and then I can snip that off if I want to. In the end, any extra things like that you can always tuck under the weaving too. So now I've got a big long thing again here, so it's like a lot of extra yarn. So probably I'm going to use this to get it out of the way so it's easier to weave. And I can keep going. So let's see, I stopped on an under, so I'm going to go over, under, over, under, over, under, pull it through, make sure that knot isn't getting stuck on things. Okay, and I just keep going like it's the same yarn. Okay, so that's how you switch colors. Next time I will show you how to put these tassel-y things on there.